My man Julian. I was hoping you'd make it today. How's it going, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I can feel the bull market. Can you guys feel it? Can you guys feel the bull? I'm seeing the signs, guys. And boom, let's jump right into it. Ooh, wait, what? This isn't the right chart. I've realized I haven't done a live stream myself in a while. Oh, what? This is too. Everything's gonna be a mess today. But F it. We're making money. We're making money. That's all that matters. Mango has never been the most professional content producers, and in terms of like the production, we've been professional as traders and investors. That's all that matters. All right, we slammed the door shut. Let's get shit started. My man, Core, how's it going? Waz Chow, how's it going? Okay, guys, this is what we're going to do today. We're going to be doing Jasmy. Okay, there's something I want to talk about in regards to that chart. You guys probably want to know, should you buy here? Should you sell here? We'll talk about that as well. But there's a clue in Jasmy or Jasmy, doesn't matter. Jasmy. Then we're going to be talking about Ethereum. Then we're going to be talking about Cardano. Then we're going to be talking about Casper, and then we're going to maybe take any altcoin requests. If you guys have any altcoin requests, let me know right now. Okay, you guys get top dibs. As you guys can see, I filtered out Jasmy over here, right? Do you guys not love how snappy this is? Right, when you go on over to CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and it's just so like slow. Everything's so slow and makes the entire process so icky. But when you come to Mango, it's so easy, so stress-free, right? How's it going, Frank? All right, let's jump right into it. Jasmy, we filtered it out over here. We hit the drop down. It flipped long on the weekly 34 days ago, 200% up. Daily, 16 days ago, 200% up. 2 days, 9 days ago, 150% up. So most of its move happened when the daily flip long, the 12-hour flip neutral 12 hours ago. Does anyone know what the 12-hour returns were before it flipped neutral? Because this is really interesting. If you guys have a screenshot, that would help. So post it in the Discord chat. By the way, if you guys are new here, you guys can join the family, the Discord family, at themangoway.com/Discord. You can find anything just using that simple cheat code, themangoway.com/seed, themangoway.com/dashboard, themangoway.com/sprouts, right? You can find information on everything. And similarly, themangoway.com/Discord to join the chat. People have been posting great setups over there. In fact, Ajesh posted KAS when it was less than 4 cents in there. Julian has been posting great analysis on Bitcoin. Everyone has been great. We have great questions asked by Frank, etc. You guys want a community that is friendly and accepting of newcomers, and we don't have that toxicity that other crypto groups have. Mango is the place to be. Okay. So yeah, Jasmy, let's go ahead and just do a quick analysis of the dashboard over here. Volatility is through the freaking roof. Okay, this alone is telling you that, hey, maybe this needs to calm down a tad bit. And now the 12 hours flip neutral as well after being long. So again, just by looking at this, I'd say, hey, calm down. Now, looking at the chart, we charted this a while ago. It has been in a massive consolidation range between 0.007 all the way down to 0.002. Okay, huge range. Inverted head and shoulders, inverted M, W for win is what I like to call this. W stands for win. Okay, this is how I like to keep my pattern trading. Simple, easy to remember, right? W, win. And we had a measured move. Well, it's already drawn out over here. You guys can see. We had a measured move basically coming in at, let's get the exact number, 0.0176. We already hit it. Okay, now here's what's really, really interesting on Jasmy, guys. That it did not give you a good weekly entry. Okay, it did not give you a weekly entry based on the horizontal breakout. Like, you didn't get a clean entry over here, and then the market didn't give you time to enter, which is indicative of a bull market. When you see something like this, where the market starts forcing you to buy consolidations as opposed to waiting for the breakout, it is indicative of a bull market, especially when the measured move is met instantly. This measured move got met within. Is the audio okay? Is the music too loud? I'm just gonna check. Seems fine. The measure move got met within a week. Okay, this was, how long was this consolidation? Okay, we'll start. The length of the green box is 553 days. 553 days, and the measured move got met within 7 days. That is indicative of a bull market. Okay, bull market. W for win, break up, measured move met. All these highs got tapped, and as soon as those highs got tapped, you saw price go up and up and up and up. Okay, so yeah, that's what you can learn from Jasmy. Now, I did not get into this trade. I know many of you guys were already in this trade. Congratulations. I think Puffy is in it. Wilcon is in it. I know Ted is in it. Many of you are in it, right? Good job, guys. Good job. I envy you guys. This was a great effing trade. W for win. Okay. What else? Oh, should you buy here? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Let it chill out for a bit. You need your MOS, which is the margin of safety. And look at that. We talked about this in the previous live stream I did, right? Before Krisha's been doing live streams recently. But in the one I did, we talked about how this was a perfect breakout, a perfect retest, and it's respecting the higher time frame resistance. So the market did give you a break and a retest. Okay, but it did so on the lower time frames. So if you said, hey, I'm doing my TA on the weekly, and then you waited for a weekly break and retest, you didn't get it. You got on the lower time frames, which is indicative of a bull market, where people are like, this is good enough for me. You know, when you start seeing the market saying, this is good enough for me, I'm taking it, bull market. That's a bull market, okay? These are the kind of clues that I took from the market when I got my huge trades on Chainlink, Band, SXP, VeChain. I got like these 4 to 5 back-to-back great altcoin trades that 5x'd my Binance account before Bitcoin went on a tear from 10,000 to 50,000, right? So I 5x'd my BTC account, and then Bitcoin went and freaking 5x as well, right? So 25x right there in USD value. So you guys got to take these clues. That I'm going to be taking these clues. I've been noticing this in multiple coins now, where you're not getting your retest on the lower time frames. Sorry, on the higher time frames. It's on the lower time frames. Okay. Any questions on Jasmy? Okay. What I would suggest, guys, is setting your alerts on your altcoins on the lower time frames, on the 12-hour and the 4-hour time frames. Wait for, let's say you're watching the weekly. Set your alerts and start watching the lower time frames based on the weekly trend, right? So, for example, the theme's not a good example because it's long across everything. We'll be talking about the theme soon. Sol might be a good example. Okay, Sol's a great example because it's long on the high time frames, but it's neutral and short on the lower time frames. So when you want to start getting into this trade, okay, let's say you're trying to be capital efficient, you're allocating towards momentum trades and then looking to come back into Sol when it's time. Set your alerts on the daily, on the 12-hour. Just hit this little icon over here, add alert, and you can set an alert. Okay. So remember, strategy is to start looking at your lower time frames. You'll never hear this from Mango often. You have to look at your lower time frames for confirmation on your entries. Okay, I'm going to take a sip of my drink before we talk about Ethereum. We can talk about Jasmy's eventual targets though, right? Like it already hit my measured move target, so it might chill a bit over here. But in regards to its eventual target, I have a target of 0.03. Okay, I think it will get here, But will it get here immediately? It could. But would I trade that? No, me personally, no. I would not enter here. If it wants to go without me, let it. That's another 100%. Let it. I'll take the safer entries, and just be patient. We've done really well with our Bitcoin trade, our Sol trade, our what other trades? Cardano trade. We don't need to get to a KAS, right? We don't need to make mistakes now. So I'm going to stick to my rules. I'm going to wait for better entry on Jasmy. But if you guys are already in the trade, that's what you can look forward to, right? Around 0.036, which is another 100%. Okay, Ethereum. I love the look of this. Ajay said, I should talk to the chat for a bit before we move on. Ajay says, check out. Dude, I looked at render just this morning. The first chart I looked at this morning, and I thought of you. I still have your entry level marked out. I'm like, man, Ajay is killing it on his trade. I think he's 6x to 7x, and I thought of you instantly. And then I was like, oh man, Ajay, I should probably go and PM him. I haven't checked any of my PMs in so long. Oh, I'll do that. And I don't ever get to my PMs, man, because there's so many. They overwhelm me. Discord needs to fix their UI for the PMs on desktop. Yeah. Hey, Marin, how's it going? Okay. Yeah, we'll check out Agi as well, man. Pat. Uniswap. Uniswap pumped hard, eh? We'll look at that. Corty's doing great as well. I missed out on that trade too. I wasn't Corty like the last cycle. Didn't catch too much of that run. Good to see it pumping this time. Yeah, Jayesh, you deserve it, man. You've been working really hard and it's paying off. So congratulations, buddy. Like, you are doing Seed proud. Yeah, the Seed program is like, you've really used the content in there to make the most out of it, which is it makes me happy. It makes me very happy. Yeah, we'll do Matic too. Okay, but we spent time on Matic yesterday, Vinny. So maybe not Matic today, because I want to cover coins that we did not cover yesterday. Okay, let's go ETH. It's pretty self-explanatory over here, considering we are long across all the time frames. But what I do want to highlight over here is the low volatility on the 12-hour time frame, which has been a barometer, right? We can pretty much ignore everything else and say, hey, the 12 hours long, the 12-hour has low volatility, maybe this has more to go. But it does have potential bearish divergence as well over here, so we do need to take a look at this. So we should cover ETH USD first and then ETH BTC. Right over here, we're looking at the daily time frame. Okay, and this looks like a bull flag breakout. That's one that wants to see continuation. If this does break out and sees continuation, we're going to be seeing our first partial target, our first partial take profit target that we've been trading in Seed, or essentially from the trade setup in the higher time frame Seed section, right? So I don't post trades in there often, but one of the trades that we did post was the ETH trade from 1950, okay, where it was based off the monthly time frame. I said, hey guys, we're going to have to be patient on this one. Okay, this is essentially the entire trade setup where we entered over here at around 1950, 1970-ish. Our invalidation was this red box over here. This is the chart I posted to you guys. Said, let's be patient. Our TP, take partials, is going to be at around 3200 to 3450. Things are going really well, right? We're almost at that. But our target, not our eventual, like not our take everything out of the table target, but our target, our main target is going to be 4,600 to 4,800. So those of you who want to follow along with the seedlings on this trade, it's a bit too late to enter based on this trade, right? That's kind of why I'm saying follow along, and I'm not saying, hey, enter with us. It's too late to enter unless you get a pullback. If you get a high low, by all means, you can join us on this trade. Your high low trade would be around 2,500 if you get that opportunity. We have already entered from around 1950 to 2050, right? 2050. So our eventual target, the reason it's not a good entry anymore is because you don't have that much edge. You don't have that much edge to your first TP. But if you're trading it all the way to 4,800, yeah, sure. I don't like ETH over here. I liked it underneath. That's why we bought based on the monthly. Take profits at around 4,800, but I'm pretty sure it could go further. 6,500 maybe. But we will be taking a big chunk out of our profits over here at around 4,800. Okay, so that's ETH, but there's more to ETH, because the ETH BTC pairing too is looking fantastic. Now there's something to talk about over here, because we have a very interesting play going on. Okay, how do I start? So first, we have this falling channel, falling channels, by the way, guys, for those of you who are new to trading, if you are seeing a falling channel, it's considered a bullish pattern. People don't ask why. Why is something falling considered bullish? It's not really bullish. It's a downtrend. It's bearish, right? What's really bullish is the break of the trend. That's bullish. Okay, so when you have a downtrend, if you break the downtrend, it's a reversal of the trend. That's why a falling channel is bullish, because you're reversing a downtrend and beginning a uptrend. Okay, so we had the falling channel, but you faked out into a continuation of the falling channel, continuation of the downtrend. Okay, you broke back in, triggering one of our fake out breakout, our favorite mango pattern, which is the fake out breakout pattern. But unlike how Bitcoin played out at 16K to 17K, right, which we played perfectly, unlike how Bitcoin played out, we did not break out of the channel. We bull flagged right there and we respected it to a T. Guys, I haven't moved this trend line. This is the same trend line that we drew in from over here, here, and here. Same trend line. And look at how the market respected it to the T. Okay, put a bull flag there, but broke down. And then we broke underneath the channel and went down to put in a higher low. This was super interesting, because when we triggered the fake out breakout pattern, I was like, will Ethereum break its secular pattern, its macro pattern of, this is what Ethereum does against Bitcoin, guys. Okay, I'm going to draw it out here for you guys. It goes on a massive tear and then it comes down. Okay, everyone gets bearish on Ethereum. It puts in a low, it bounces aggressively, everyone gets excited again, but it comes back down and then puts in a higher low compared to this. Everyone forgets about Ethereum in this juncture because they've given up, because they got excited here and it turned out to be a nothing burger. And then in this high low, they ignore it. And then it goes, right? So I was like, will it break this? Its habit of doing this, putting in a high low, and what do you know? It didn't, because that's what we did. We came in, put in a low, bounced, higher low, and I think we're going to go here. I really think we're going to go here. And just to show you guys Ethereum's tendency of doing that, let's go on over to the weekly. Let's zoom out, and you're going to see that historically, we've always done that, right? We've come down, put in a low, bounced, everyone gets excited, high, low, and then we just tear, right? You can see it over here too. Here too. This is not a good enough chart on the weekly to look at it, but if you guys go zoom into the daily, you'll see it. But yeah, over here too. Bounce, come down, and then take off. Yeah, so I think that's what we're going to do. I think ETH is going to make its way to the top of the range at the very least. Keep in mind that over here, somewhere around here, ETH BTC flips. Like ETH will flip Bitcoin on market cap if Ethereum gets there. I don't know if it will. Doesn't matter. All right, going to take a break on ETH. Okay, but we're waiting for this channel to break to the upside. It hasn't broken up yet, not on the weekly at the very least. On the daily, we're living above it, but we want to close above it. We're looking good over here. Great 12-hour close. Can the daily close well? Is a big question. This is fantastic. I can tell you from my experience trading leverage Ethereum, I used to trade Ethereum leverage a lot, that trading the breakouts on the 12-hour can be extremely painful. So I don't do it anymore. Just trading Ethereum leveraged was extremely stressful for me. Generally, how long would this market last? What are signs to exit? Would waiting for an increase on all-time highs be a good sign? No. Just breaking all-time highs, in my opinion, is not good enough. So what we used in the last market cycle was something very, very simple. Very simple. And we're going to, again, this is oversimplified, but it works very well. So I'm going to hide all the horizontals. We'll switch on over to BLX. Okay. So during the last cycle, I said in 2021, when we made a new high and we pulled back after that, I was like, okay, we're pulling back, but it's not the end of everything. But what we do need to see is Bitcoin hold the monthly 10 SMA. Okay, and I said, all I want for Christmas, because it was December, all I want for Christmas was Bitcoin to hold the monthly 21 EMA. Okay, and you're going to go ahead, turn on, sorry, not monthly 21, monthly 10. I don't know, I'm clearly tired. I just got back from the gym, I'm tired. All I wanted for Christmas, I kept saying it over and over again, is to hold the monthly 10 SMA. Okay, right over here. So you can use the guide, use your monthly 10 SMA as your guide for whether or not you should start getting defensive, at the very least defensive. Okay, you could simply say, we lost monthly 10 SMA, I'm out of the market. Okay, and then wait to reclaim it, right? And look at that. Okay, you can remove the monthly 21 EMA completely. By the way, the Mango Ribbon is available for free for everyone who is using it's available for free for everyone, but we created it more so for people who are using a free TradingView account, and TradingView allows you guys only one indicator, so you guys can access, I think TradingView allows only 1 or 2 indicators at a time, right? Some limitation that I don't remember, but with the Mango Ribbon, you get all of Mango's main EMAs and SMAs in one indicator. So you bypass TradingView's limitation that way, right? So you get the Tenkan, Kijun, EMA 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, MA1, MA2, right? Yeah. You guys will get an updated version of this, right? But yeah, you guys can get access to this at themangoway.com/ribbon. Okay, again, very simple. Themangoway.com/ribbon. But yeah, just watch the 10 SMA. If you lose the 10 SMA, that's a big red flag. Big red flag, right? At the very least, do what Julian did and get out of all your altcoins. I don't know about that though, because altcoins may want to run a little bit more after Bitcoin. Julian, what's your experience on that? Did the alts run a tad bit more after that? Hey, cheers, Pat. Appreciate the appreciation, man. All right, I'm trying to keep time of myself over here today because I have energy levels that get depleted, guys. Julian says no, the market was done. Okay, so this time around, guys, we're going to be. Okay, as I say this, I'm about to say, this time we're going to be very, very cautious as the market starts moving to the upside. I feel like I'm not the only one doing this, right? Because the SBF scenario, the 3AC scenario was so goddamn ridiculous and just like, right? I think everyone's going to be on guard this time. And that in itself, guys, is a recipe to push the market higher than we think. Just understand that. Just understand that. What causes markets to go parabolic too far too soon and causes markets to dump far too hard is leverage. And I feel like people are going to be far less leveraged this time around. And we got to take that into account because I don't think we are. Because I cannot be a genius saying, I can't be the only one saying, oh, I'm going to be cautious this time. I think everyone's going to be saying the same thing. And the market's going to be pricing in risk. And they'll do that by positioning with risk hedges, right? Puts, just short positions, just not being fully leveraged. And the market may surprise. So note this down too. Okay, note this down too. Either way, we're going to be using our indicators. Okay, that's why I love indicators, guys. Okay, that's why I love indicators, because indicators keep you objective. If you lose certain indicators, doesn't matter. You gotta follow the rules. Right? That way, if you're wrong, you get to blame the indicator. It's not my fault. It's a goddamn 10 SMA. Right? So it allows you to absorb responsibility. This game is psychology, dude. This game is psychology. Period. You just need to survive long enough mentally right? You don't need to get the full 100% of the move, man. You just need to get 80% of the move. And people misunderstand how much 80% of the move is. You got to get mentally ready to give up a good few, not few thousands, like 20,000s of dollars, right? So price is going to be reaching a level where, okay, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to tell you guys to mentally prepare for this. So don't say, oh, Sean, you didn't warn us. Price is going to go up to something like 170, 190, all right? 200, 220. By the time it loses its 10 SMA on the monthly, price is going to be, let's say we go all the way up and do a high of like 220. By the time it loses monthly 10 SMA, price is going to be at 180, right? And you're going to be like, shit, I'm $40,000 per Bitcoin down from the high. I can't sell you. You're going to get wrecked. Because prices are going to keep going down and down and down. All the indicators will trigger, but you won't sell because you're looking at the high. This is what I think we should do as a community. Our portfolio value should be measured based on not Bitcoin's price, but Bitcoin's 200 moving average. Where is it? Oh, it's already here. Okay, so let's go ahead, turn off the Ichimoku. Okay, whatever this price is, okay, that is your portfolio's value. Okay, this is considering that your that a majority of your portfolio is in Bitcoin, which I hope to God it is, especially considering what Bitcoin has done. Either way, it should be. If you're new, if you're watching, okay, this is a really, really good way for me to put it. The only reason you should have anything more than 25% in altcoins, okay? The only reason you have more than 25% in altcoins is because you're so good that you don't even need Mango's advice. You don't need us. But if you're watching today, right? Just the sheer nature of you watching today's video disqualifies you from having anything more than 25% at this juncture in altcoins. Now, if you have 25% right now and then grows to become more, by all means, that's fine. But yeah, being in altcoins will be painful unless you really, really know what you're doing and you really know how to rotate. And people who own altcoins got absolutely wrecked. Right now, they may start winning, which is why we start rotating into altcoins. But let's see. But where was I going with this? I'm going all over the place. Yeah, our portfolio value is going to be measured based on the weekly 200 moving average, which is currently sitting at $30,000. Okay, so that way, everything above the weekly 200 moving average is just a premium. It's a bonus that you're getting when you sell. Okay, that's how I think we should be going into this market. So right now, Bitcoin is sitting 67% above the weekly 200 moving average. So let's say the monthly 10 SMA is over here, right? And then we come down and break, right? When we sell, we're like, oh wow, we're still sitting really, really far away from our personal price of Bitcoin, which is 42% away. I'm going to sell, right? Does that make sense? This is how we're going to be stress-free leading into the next market high. We'll be measuring our portfolio value based on where the weekly 200 moving average is. So that way when we lose levels, the high doesn't matter, guys. The current price of Bitcoin doesn't matter because you're very unlikely going to sell that. Right? You're going to it's going to be painful if you try to time the top. Hey, how's it going, Leroy? Carl says he's increasing his risk in the midterm and reducing risk on the euphoria phase. Yeah, but measuring euphoria phase is going to be very, very difficult. All right, Cardano. Not looking as hot as I'd like, but still looking good. Short Bitcoin in March. Why would you short Bitcoin in March? Just because it's Krisha's birthday coming up? Listen, I'll remind you guys what my thesis is. My thesis is that March is going to be painful, not necessarily to the downside. That pain could come to the upside. So March is likely going to be painful, but we don't know which direction. Yeah, Harsh, we will be doing Casper too, right after Cardano. So Cardano, long in the weekly, long in the 4-day, long in the 2-day. So you stay long, you stay in the direction of the trend, which is long. The 4 hour, the 12 hour, and the daily, the short trends on the 4 and the 12 hour along the daily being neutral is indicating that we might be seeing a buy opportunity on the 2-day trend, right? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing over here. Buy opportunity probably on the 2-day trend, not the weekly trend. Yeah, let's go look at the chart. So still, it's just based on this, it's looking good. It's looking good. It's looking strong, but not as strong as some of the other coins, of course. But that's how the market progresses. Let's go ahead and take a look. Okay, I have Cardano opened up over here with our Ichimoku template, but we'll clear this out for now. So we have this range over here between 40 cents and 0.66 cents. Cardano struggling to break above it. As you guys can see, we came up against that zone, rejected it, and we come down to test this midpoint. It's not really a midpoint, but it is a key level at around 56. Yeah, 56 cents. I think playing the daily dynamic might be, the daily and the 2-day dynamic would be your bet at the moment, guys. Because think about it, on the dashboard too. If you go back to the dashboard right over here, saying the 12 hour is in a short trend, right? So you don't wanna bid the 12 hour dynamic, which is something I would have otherwise done if it was the first retest of the 12 hour dynamic. Let's go check actually. What's the 12 hour dynamic doing? It's actually still holding the 12 hour dynamic, but I still wouldn't bet on it. It's still holding, but I still wouldn't bet on it. The time to have bet on it was here, right? This is where we got our entry in, and then I did a stream right when Cardano came in and tested it over here. I'm like, this first retest of the 12 hour dynamic is usually a very good buy, high probability trade. Now over here, I wouldn't bet on it. Like, honestly, this could break down. The 2-day dynamic, which is coming in at around 0.56. Yeah, look towards that, 0.56, guys, as a bid opportunity if you're not already in. And if you're not already in, why? Cardano's given so many opportunities. I'll tell you what I don't like about Cardano, okay, at the moment, because they're coins that are outperforming Bitcoin, and Cardano is not. If you look at this, its trend on Bitcoin flipped neutral from long 13 days ago. It was initially long, and I like that. Now I don't like it as much. I have to call a spade a spade. There are coins that are doing much better against Bitcoin. We can go look at this. Short, neutral, short, neutral, right? Let's compare this to Ethereum. You guys can do a relative comparison of strength this way, right? You can check ETH BTC as a comparison. Long, neutral, right? Isn't this looking much better? That's how you judge. You should just put your money into strength. Do not get emotional. Do not marry the coin, because none of these guys who are leading these projects are going to come and put food on your plate to feed your family. They're not going to come and house you. They're not going to put a roof on top of your head. Charles Hoskinson doesn't give a rat's ass about you. Vitalik doesn't even know you exist, right? So all your job is to find where the strength is and ride the strength. That's the mango way. That's the easy way. That's the stress-free way. That's the way that will make your wife and your kids love you for the rest of life. Erect a statue for you and say, that was your granddad, kids. Set up a legacy for you, right? So that's what you guys are looking to do. Charles Hoskinson doesn't care about you, okay? We'll care about him to make profits, but he doesn't care about you. Remember that. Your job is to you and your family. Okay, so yeah, comparatively, Cardano, like I'm switching my mind on Cardano because it's not looking good against Bitcoin, while there are other coins beginning to look good against Bitcoin. So my entire job is to reduce the risk-adjusted volatility, or rather the stress-adjusted risk, right, for my portfolio, right? The stress-adjusted risk. And if I'm constantly worrying about whether something's keeping up with Bitcoin or not, when I can just have something else that's outperforming Bitcoin, why not, right? The whole point of getting to altcoins is to get more Bitcoin or more USD. But if I can just put that money into Bitcoin and reduce my stress because this coin is not performing against Bitcoin, I'll do that. So at the moment, again, I'm not out of Cardano, but I'm not out of Cardano. But at this point, I'm telling you guys what I'm feeling, okay? And I'm not liking it compared to other coins. It needs to do something. It needs to break out of this range. It needs to bounce over here on the 2-day and break out of this range. And my target is still here. Okay. So what I'm doing over here is I'm psychologically just priming myself to reduce my position size on Cardano if I need to, and get into something else that's performing better, right? Earlier today in the seed, not today, it was last night, in the seed chat, I asked the guys, hey guys, just give me a bearish check on Casper against Bitcoin, right? Because I was very tempted to say, hey, you know what, should I reduce my ADA position and add KAS, right? We can go talk about KAS now, actually. Right, should I reduce my ADA position against KAS? Sorry, reduce my ADA position and get KAS, because I like KAS. I like the narrative. I like their obnoxious marketing team. If you read their white paper, it's so obvious that they're looking to pump the shit out of this coin. Not white paper, their medium. There's something they posted. I'm like, man, these guys are looking to pump this coin. We want to see that in the bull market. So it's looking good here too, right? On the dashboard, 4-hour, 12-hour, daily, 2-day, long, 12-hour. We have blue volatility, bullish Ichimoku, bullish divergence on the daily, bullish Ichimoku. Like, I love this. So I was looking for a reason to maybe add to my KAS position. And I asked the seedlings, hey, I asked, how's it looking against Bitcoin? And they're like, hey, you know, we're sitting up against weekly resistance. So I'm like, okay, I'll hold off for now. So let's go look at KAS against Bitcoin first, and then we look at it on USD pairing. Okay, and they're right. It is sitting up against weekly resistance. Let's do KAS USDT like this, and compare it against BTC USD. Okay. Yeah, this is resistance over here, but still looking great, right? Has a nice weekly uptrend. I think I've plotted it actually. Yeah. So if you look at the monthly, right? Look at it on the monthly. This is what I looked at before making my call. I'm like, oh, this is actually monthly resistance against Bitcoin. Okay, cool. But it's still looking good. It's still an uptrend, right, guys? KAS is trending. Where did we see this last? Remember when I said KAS is the first coin in a very, very long time that is reminding me of Chainlink? Chainlink 2018, 2019, that was the only coin that was putting an uptrend, a beautiful uptrend, mind you, against Bitcoin. A beautiful uptrend. Yeah, and KAS has been doing so since September 2022. It's not a new phenomenon. It's been putting in a beautiful freaking uptrend. So now we can watch this. Because when this breaks, our time in KAS is done, right? Just like Chainlink. Everyone started hating on me because I was out of the Chainlink trade. I stopped covering it on the daily videos because if I'm not in the trade, I'm not going to cover it, guys. But as soon as Link, I'll show it to you guys. As soon as Link lost that, I probably still have it drawn out here. Yeah, we were following this white trend line on Link from somewhere around here all the way to the top. As soon as I lost it over here, this red box, I was like, I'm not in it. Now KAS, same story. Same story. We're going to follow it. Okay. It's going to be on the monthly though. We'll try to redraw this on the weekly, but the trend is going to be more like on the monthly. we'll spend some time drawing a perfect trend line, but for now, this is just a general guide, right? So KAS doing good. If it breaks above here, I'll probably add to my position. Let's go look at KAS USDT. Right, so I had a take partial target from our previous trade on KAS that we entered before we took profits and exited. We entered all the way here, right here. This is where we built our position, ran it up till here, took profit partials here, re-entered on these two boxes over here because we came down to retest both of them. And now over here, even though we hit our TP, right, I've not taken as much profits as I otherwise would have because I think this has far more to run because we've consolidated for so long. So I do think, see, I even typed it over here for Twitter. By the way, follow me on Twitter, guys. You guys can follow me at Sean Dexter. Yeah. So yeah. TP hit, but long term still bullish. I think KAS goes much higher. How much higher? I don't know. I think it's gonna surprise people. So I'm not gonna try to time targets. It's gonna have pullbacks. It's gonna have high lows. But I think holding KAS for a cyclical play is gonna be great. Yeah, Nick. Cardano, it's still doing fine. I'm just seeing relative weakness compared to other coins, and I'm going to give it some time because it's not fair for me to say, hey, it's not fair for me to look for it to perform as well as every other coin that's doing great. But at the same time, there is opportunity cost that I need to account for. I took this trade on the weekly, so I'm going to give it time. Within the next week or two, it should break about 66 cents, or it's too much opportunity cost at that point, right? We're also closing in on the halving. I think like 45 days to 50 days left. John Gunnery asks, Mango View on the 4-day and the weekly good enough for resistance zones to take partial? Yeah. Hey, Wolfie, how's it going? So yeah, using the Mango View to take profits on your altcoins, why not? Using it for doing so for Bitcoin also would have been great idea. So I don't think you're gonna have, let's see, you don't have any bearish FVGs, no bearish FVGs here either, but you could do it for the bullish FVGs as well if there's an FVG. Yeah, there's no bearish FVGs here on Bitcoin. Maybe on Cardano, we'll see. Cardano, you'll definitely see something on the weekly. Right, see that there? There's a bearish FVG. You can use it for taking profits. And there's a weekly FVG there too, so confluence, right? So that's how you can do it too. You can say, hey, there's confluence between my weekly FVG and my bearish FVG, sorry, 4-hour FVG, etc. Or about the daily, did we look at the daily already? Yeah, and there's daily, there's a daily FVG coming in over here. For Cardano, will be? What are you talking about? Right. So you think we just keep going? I think the 4-day is looking exceptionally interesting. Right? We took out the low of the previous candle, which was the kind of candle that makes you go like, I might look to call a top over here if we take out the low of the previous candle, right? But we took out the low and bounced right back up. So it kind of tapped into the liquidity over there, which is exactly the low I talked about in my Bitcoin video, right? Where we talked about the 12-hour trend, etc., etc. That's the same low, right? Yeah, 50,625. So that was a key low that we tapped into. So if this 4-day candle closes green, which is closing this week. So we're about to close a weekly and a 4-day candle at the same time. It's going to be really, really interesting. If we do come down, 42,340 would be a really nice buy opportunity. Cheers, Jayesh. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum, KAS, Cardano, Jasmy. What else do you guys want to talk about? Taraxa. Let's look at Taraxa. Harsh has been asking about that since the beginning. Is this it? Yeah, you got to place on the monthly resistance here. EMA support. Bullish cross. Not bad, but I'd wait for 0.065 somewhere around here if you get it. Let's get cake. Oh, high vol, long across all time frames though. I mean, sorry, high time frames and the low time frames, mid time frames consolidating. That's a reset. Yeah, you got a reset over here. This looks good, man. Oh shit, it's so for this one I would yeah, so your buy opportunity was over here. So when you see something like this, right, where it had a massive downtrend against the dynamic over here that tracks the trend tightly, and then you reclaim a strong candle like this and hold it, and you hold it. It kind of reminds me of what Bitcoin did, because strong candle and so breaking back down and then consolidating around it, break back down, high low against it, high low against it. So let's say it does something like this, man. Track the Mango dynamic. You guys can find the Mango dynamic at themangoway.com/dynamic, or I can update you guys over here on the live videos whenever I do it, right? So right now the Mango dynamic is coming at around 2.471. But when you guys see this pattern on altcoins, right, it works with Cardano too. This is a fantastic strategy for Cardano. If it's tracking up like this, right, just wait patiently. Wait patiently. The next retest is gonna get bid up. Not for sure, but a high probability. And you're going to be almost instantly up because the market's going to just rally after that. Your exit of your trade is also the Mango dynamic because of that, right? So let's say this does this, right? Remember, nothing's for sure in the markets, but you need to have your risk management. How do you manage your risk? Well, if you lose the Mango dynamic, you're like, okay, I'm out of this trade. It's going to consolidate or come down to these lows over here. And you don't want to be in dead capital, right? But over here, this is looking good. We did Matic yesterday, so check out yesterday's live. I want to do coins today that we didn't cover yesterday. You guys asked for Matic too many times. I can't say no now. We had a great weekly close yesterday, right? If we close above here and hold it, we got to hold about 0.9753. If we do, I'm looking towards 2.8. Kusha has a high target, eh? Kusha has a target of around $4. All right, below. Oh. Looking good. Looking good, man. Great weekly close. If closes here, wants to keep going. Probably here. Good pick, Frank. Good pick. Yeah, please smash the likes, guys. It'll go a long way. It's a Sunday evening and I'm here hanging out with you guys because you guys are my fam, my favorite fam. Oh yeah, Matic was the first coin we did. You should watch it. Kusha did a detailed analysis. Alright guys, I'm getting tired. How long have you been streaming? Could someone tell me how long? Bond feeder. I'm just typing it out. Is it on the dashboard? What's a ticker, man? What's a ticker? I need a ticker. Easy to do on the dashboard. Is this it? Bond? Bonk? Is this it? Neutral? No. If this is it, no. Just no. Just no. No, 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 no. If this is it, definitely no. Okay. I don't think it's bonk, but bonk is also a no. Look at this. Looks like both of these bond look like shit. But I don't think it is. Bond feeder? Is it feeder? Is it just feeder? Yeah, feeder. Feeder USDT. Yeah, yeah, man, not bad. But not good either. It could just stay dead, dude. So they're better coins. I don't like how it's not holding the weekly or the 4-day dynamic. Yeah. I mean, everything's going to eventually pump, but could be dead capital until it does. And how are you going to know? There's a massive resistance block over here too. So I'd only be interested about 55 cents. Okay, let's see. All right, I think we're good. Sol. Did we talk about Sol? Dude, the Sol trade is against Ethereum, right? And you want to get out of Sol and into ETH right now. Look at that. Oh, man, I nailed it. Oh, Jesus. This is going to be one of my best calls of all time. This trade to take all our Sol, take all our Ethereum, convert it to Sol, and take profits at these low highs over here into ETH. And over here, we take our entire ETH stash back, right? Because we multiplied our ETH stash, dude. And look at that, Sol is dumping again. So those of you who are just following along and just joining us, this is Sol USDT against ETH USDT. All the way back in September 2023, we did a live stream on Discord where we talked about how we think that the trade is going to be on Sol and not ETH temporarily, and then later convert into our ETH trade, right? Which is why I've been focusing on ETH recently. And we followed the plan. We set out the plan, followed the plan, and look at that. Oh man, I'm really proud of this one. I know you guys are probably like, this guy, what's the big deal? His Bitcoin trade was better. No, to me, this was good. I like this one. Please help me analyze Bobo coin. How do I say no to that? It looks like it's consolidating its support after 150% pump. Bobo coin. What is going on? Is this it? What pump? I hope this is not the coin you're looking at, man. You're trolling me, right? Holy shit. It pumped 1,300. This is a pump and dump coin, dude. There's no analysis here, dude. You shouldn't be trading this. You're going to get wrecked. Be careful. Be careful. It literally says Bobo. Joe, what you do is you follow me on Twitter instead, and you start learning the Mango way. Okay, follow me on Twitter. This is my handle. And join our Discord. This is what I recommend. I recommend not trading for at least 4 weeks. Okay, just follow Mango, start paper trading. I'm telling you that there are predators in this space that will prey on you and get you to buy some really, really dangerous stuff. And you'll think that the market's moving organically until they get you to buy, and they'll dump. You'll be one of 5 buyers, right? You'll be one of 5 buyers that they dump on. Oh, you follow me, Mango. That's awesome. Oh, this is not the right one? Okay, thank God. Okay, so then, I don't know then. Join our Discord and post it there. Just this music sucks, man. Why are you guys letting me get away with bad music? Oh, it's much better now, but let's switch to. This is the Mango music. How's it going, Black? How's it going, my man? Bobo coin. Which one? This one? Yo, guys, Bitcoin, man. Okay. You guys tell me this. You guys let me know. Does this look like a market that wants to stop? Like, what if we did our inflection point analysis on CMEs? By the way, for those of you wondering what Kusha is doing at the moment and why she is not available, she has been working on the Mango Sprouts program as we speak. You guys can find it at themangoway.com/sprouts. Go ahead and check out the reviews. So it's in the process of being made, right? I think 6 or 7 modules are already out. Module 1 to 6 are live, and because of that, it is under early bird pricing. Take advantage of it while you can. For example, the Mango C program initially on its early bird pricing was around $650 to $750, but by the time it got complete, the price doubled. So take advantage of the price right now. Everyone who caught the early bird pricing on Seed, that was one of the best investments they've ever made from what they tell me. This could be the next opportunity for you guys because Krisha's teaching, from what I'm hearing, it's been fantastic. So much so that we are considering rebranding it to Seeds, Mango Seed Beginner or something like that. So yeah, really impressive review so far. Check it out. And honestly, just join the Mango Discord and talk to the current Sproutlings, everyone who's in the Sprout program, and ask them for their honest feedback. Talk to Julian, Chauvin, Avi, Ajesh, Blag. Talk to Blag. Yeah. Hey, cheers, Joe. Love you too, man. Oh, you've been following us for 3 to 4 years? That's awesome, dude. So Frank says the market doesn't want to slow down for another 2 weeks. That's gonna be taking us into like the first 2 weeks of March, right? Which is the danger zone. And I think, what do you guys honestly think? Like, honestly, tell me, do you think pain is to the upside or to the downside over here? But you posted a Twitter link. Did you have a chart? Bobo is the official meme of the bear market. Dude, we're in a bull market, so that automatically disqualifies it, right? There you go. No. Yeah, I agree with you, Waz. I agree with you, Frank. I think up is still the pain right now. And like, I think honestly, I think the trade is Ethereum 2A. By the look at this. Look at this. Oh man. This is what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to Matic USDT divided by ETH USDT. Okay. If this breaks down, you guys got to sell all your Matic for ETH. Period. Okay. Do not hold on to your Matic for ETH. Matic traders better hope to God Matic traders better hope to God this holds. Yeah, Black, totally agree. Black says, I don't feel the BTC fever amongst the general public, so I think the pain is still up. So, I read a stat saying that the ETFs have already bought $100,000 more than Michael Saylor has accumulated in its entirety. And I think Michael Saylor has accumulated around $190,000. Sorry, 190,000 Bitcoin. So already, how long has the ETF been out, guys? 6 weeks? 4 weeks? I don't know. Already the ETFs have bought up. So if it's 100,000 more than Michael Saylor, 290,000 Bitcoin. Wait, what? That means they've already bought up 500,000 Bitcoin. Holy shit. All of this is just settling. Do you guys understand? There's not that much Bitcoin left to be issued to begin with. Okay? What's gonna happen is because guys, here's the thing. With every other asset, right, including the stock market, you can always get more shares because, you know, the corporate itself may dilute the shares. They could issue more shares and dilute the shares if the price gets too high. With Bitcoin, nobody can dilute. Well, if the community all come together and decide to dilute Bitcoin, which they never will because it's against their own interest, it's like shooting yourself in the gut, not even in the foot. But the difference here is that people at one point will be like, I'm not selling anymore. I don't have enough to sell. I can't sell anymore. I don't have enough to sell, right? Because if like I said, at certain junctures, what ends up happening is, if you're not in Bitcoin, you're short Bitcoin, right? And people begin to feel short even though they don't have a leverage trade. And if the ETFs have already eaten up 500,000 Bitcoin, am I understanding this correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, Julian. But that isn't net. Need to factor in grayscale sales. Oh. Okay. So what's net? What's the net? Are you sure? Are you sure that's not net? Wolby says my ex-boss was interested in getting to Bitcoin, so I told him to buy at 15K. Why would you say that to your ex-boss? You tell him to buy the high, Wolby. Especially if he fired you. Unless you quit. If you quit, then yeah. Then you gotta tell him to buy at 15K. Miners are currently selling, which is balancing the ETF buys. The miners probably have PTSD. I would think that the miners would stop selling soon, because at this point it's much better for them to issue more shares and sell shares, because I think the mining stocks have been pumping as well, right? Like if I were them, I'd be issuing more shares and holding on to my Bitcoin. Bitcoin is something that you want to kind of hold on your balance sheet. I get that you're too exposed to Bitcoin in that regard as a mining company, because, well, you have exposure to the actual underlying infrastructure and the operation cost, but still, why would you sell Bitcoin over here? Yeah, but I think it's PTSD, Julian. So Julian says, I think they're trying to build cash reserves ahead of the halving. I think they had so much pain before this pump, because it still doesn't, like, you're going to the halving. I guess you want to hedge. You want to hedge a bit, but they also need to understand. They understand more than anyone is that they're not going to be getting as much Bitcoin after the halving, right? They're going to be getting half the amount of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has historically always pumped way after the halving. So if they can hold on for then to sell to build up the cash reserves, they're going to be in a much healthier position. It's a bit premature, but who am I to tell them how to manage their balance sheet? But yeah, I agree, Joe, but they have their stock to sell. They should be issuing more shares and sell that. Like, look at what Sailor's doing. They should be following Sailor's strategy, right? Sailor's so smart. He's causing like a reflexive feedback loop between his company and Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin pumps, his company pumps because he's holding Bitcoin. His company pumps, so he sells shares and buys more Bitcoin. Because he's buying so much more Bitcoin, Bitcoin pumps. And because Bitcoin pumps, his shares pump. Because his shares pump, he sells more shares. It just keeps going. What will be the expected target for Bitcoin this bull run? We're going to take it step by step. At the moment, my targets are around very conservative. Okay, we need Bitcoin to dump for my targets to hit. If Bitcoin keeps going up over here, my targets are going to be a lot shallow, 90k to 110. You can see the time, right? We need if Bitcoin goes like this, we're too early. You need to sell a bit. But if Bitcoin goes up to this zone around this time, October, November, then I'm going to be looking towards 150k. If I'm going to do a detailed analysis on my targets in the Mango Premium section. Okay, I'll be posting it very, very, very soon, because I went on vacation. I took a break, etc. I haven't gotten the time to do a detailed video, but I'm going to start the series soon. But I'm going to be posting a detailed series over here on all my targets, and I'm going to be updating you guys on key targets as the bull market progresses over here in the premium video section. So join, follow along. I know a lot of you guys have access to the premium section but aren't aware of this new section over here. You guys have access to premium dashboard, but you guys aren't aware of the new premium video section over here, posting a lot of alpha. So stay tuned. But yeah, for now, just a rough analysis is right now, as long as we don't go too fast, I'm looking towards 140,000, being conservative. Wolvie says he dilutes part of his Bitcoin every time he sells his shares, though, but he's also strengthening his Bitcoin because he's using a lot of those profits to invest in the Bitcoin ecosystem. So he's really, really thinking long term. He's really thinking long term. Like he's thinking 20 years down the road. That's, you know how Mango thinks 10 years down the road, or like 8 years down the road, 5 years down the road, 8 years down the road. We derive edge in having a longer term outlook. It's the easiest way to derive edge, right? Just being outpatient outpatiencing everyone. That's not a word, but yeah, we're gonna use it. Sailor's taking that to the next level. That's why I've always respected the guy, because I saw what he was doing, in that it was so difficult to do through a patience standpoint, and he's doing it. Right? I'm like, man, that is impressive. That is Mango times 3. Yeah, sure. We almost hit our target. Waz asking all the good questions, man. Look at that. Almost there. And a lot of it was carried by ETH, right? Which is one of our big trades. So I'm not going to do the analysis, the entire analysis, because I've been covering this in the premium section again, right, for you guys. But what we talk about in the premium section, essentially we're looking for this to break out. We accumulate also over here, looking for a continuation all the way to the top over here, 932. But we saw it stutter step at the midpoint, perfectly at the midpoint, broke out of the midpoint. Over here I got ultra bullish, saying, hey, this is time. We're likely going to make our way up to our target now, 930 billion, and we're already at 911 billion. Boom. I've been giving you guys key alpha. Well, you guys just got to trade it Mango, trade it easy, trade it stress-free. And honestly, if you guys have full-time jobs, you don't want to be doing the shit coining bullshit anyways. Because yeah, you're seeing those guys have their 10x's and all, but you know how much they're putting, like $50 in their position, $100 in their positions, and they're buying like 1,000 coins, right? That's gambling, guys. Okay, if you have like a proper life, you have a family, you have like a job, etc., you're better off doing concentrated plays on coins that are liquid, that are trading on the higher time frames, right? Like our Ethereum play, like a Solana play, like our Bitcoin play. Concentrated plays where you can put in a good amount of money, and you don't need a 1000x, okay? Because those guys who are getting their 1000x's, they're not, you know why? Try to find me a coin that does 1000x where you can put in more than $2,000 in it. You're not going to be able to put $2,000 into it, okay? You're going to be struggling to put $2,000 into it. By the time you put $2,000 into it, you've pumped it like freaking 100%. You may be able to put like 100, and then it pumps to 1,000. But by then, you're better off the market is a tad bit more liquid, and you're better off getting in at that point, right? Where you just put in $1,000. But yeah, I just went off on a huge tangent over here. But people underestimate. People say, "Oh yeah, Ethereum, man, it's not going to do like 1,000x. It's only going to do a 500%, or 5x, or 10x." That's not enough for people anymore. But try managing the liquidity on the order books on those shit coins, guys. There are a few gems though. There are a few gems that actually do have liquidity, right? Those are fine. Okay, so I don't want to have blanket statements. Wolvie says he can afford to be patient too, but yeah, it's very hard. Yeah, man, it's something for us to look up to, right? As a community, we want people to idolize and learn from. Right? There are very few people like that in the space currently. Very few people. But does Sailor expect a buying opportunity? Yes. Yes, he expects a buying opportunity. Every time he wakes up, it's a buying opportunity in the morning. Every time he earns more cash in any way possible, it's a buying opportunity for him. If he gets excess USD, it's a buying opportunity. Bitcoin's price does not matter to him. It's just a buying opportunity. If he has the ability to buy, he will buy. That's a buying opportunity to him. He does not look for dips. Cheers, man. And you know what? He's proven that. I'm not just saying that. He's literally proven that. He's literally bought at whatever price he can whenever he gets cash. Can see the minor balance sheet on Glassnode, says Julian. It's dropping steadily. Yeah, Bitcoin is dropping steadily. So what do they publish all their all the miners publish the amount of Bitcoin that they have, or is it because their addresses are publicly available? Or is it self-reported? That sucks to hear, Joe. The Celsius thing. I have a few friends who got caught in the Celsius thing. You know what, guys? If the miners are selling, if GBTC is selling, and Bitcoin is still up at 52K, that's extremely bullish. Holy shit. You know, this is perfect. Like, what's going on at the moment is like such a fairy tale scenario where Bitcoin makes its way to 50K, not to 60K, stops between 42K and 60K, and now Ethereum starts pumping. Okay, let's just do this. Ethereum should pump for the next 4 months, and Bitcoin should just go sideways. Maybe touch 60K, 59K, 58K, and Ethereum should just rip. You know what would be so surprising, and I'll welcome it, is if Ethereum actually gets to all-time high before Bitcoin. That will take a lot of Bitcoiners off guard. A lot of Bitcoiners off guard. What do you guys think? Could that happen? Why the F not? If Ethereum, if ETH BTC gets to all-time highs, top of the range, and Bitcoin pumps 10%. Oh, by the way, guys, my squiggly drawing from a long time ago is playing out. But anyways, okay, so if Bitcoin pumps 10% and ETH BTC gets to the top of the range, then ETH USD is going to make an all-time high for Bitcoin. Shit. Chauvin's going to be so pissed. Fat fingered, what, really? Where? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. How did I not know this? That's crazy. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap up. This was a fun stream, especially the conversation at the end. I had fun. I'll keep you guys posted on any updates. Until the next one, do the mango way, do the easy way, do the stress-free way. Thank you all for joining. Thank you, Wolves. Thank you, Julian. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, John, Gunnery, Frank the Tank, Waz Chow. Love all of you guys. Probably missing names. I know Blag is still here. Avi, how's it going? If you're still here, man. Thank you all. Thank you all. Nick as well. Oh, there he is. Nick Rambo. Cheers, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We shall probably do the next one. I'll see you guys in the Discord.